Big niggas in the building right now. It is Spotlight Wednesdays. We do this each and every Wednesday right here, 6 p.m. Sometimes we start late, you know what I mean? Sometimes we late on the ones and twos, but we here. You know exactly what it is, man. I'd like to welcome everybody to the set, everybody to the platform. My man Trey Cool is in the building. What up, boy?
What's good? You know what's going on. Another
Yep.
Spotlight Wednesday. Spotlighting one of the most influential people that we have encountered, should I say. Uh, I'll let you introduce my guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have one of the most, let's say, best. I'm gonna give you a little bit best designs in the city, definitely. You know what I mean? As far as the clothing brand goes, man, we got my man Terrence in the building. What up, boy?
What's up with y'all, man? Thank y'all, man, for having me.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
definitely, definitely. Spotlight Wednesdays is dedicated to people that's influential within their neighborhoods and doing something positive within their community, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's nonprofit work, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? We try to put the spotlight on that person, you know what I mean, to help other people that's trying to either follow your profession or just looking for something motivational, you know what I mean, and let you give your speech and your words to the people out there, you know what I mean? Hopefully they can gain some knowledge out what you're talking about, you know what I mean, today. First thing I want to ask you, man, is for the people who don't know who Terrence Bailey is, give them a little brief description of who you are.
Man, like you said, my name is Terrence Bailey. I'm from Akron, Ohio. Um, I grew up on the west side of Akron. Um, Went to Bookto High School, graduated the year '98. You know what I'm saying? One of the best high schools in the city, but honestly, in the state to me.
1040.
Yeah, 1040 all day. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm just a regular old type of guy, man, that's just trying to get a couple dollars, man.
Definitely, man. Um, First question of the day, man. How did you get inspired to become an entrepreneur?
Man, it started when I was young. Honestly, ever since I was a little kid, man. Um, we used to go uh, like before school. We would go buy what is it? What's the candy? The candy store, Mister. What's the
Was it
candy
the Sugar
store
Shack?
on Copley Road back in the days?
Ain't that the Sugar
I mean,
Shack?
it
Not the
was. I
Sugar
mean,
Shack.
that's the only one I know about. Sugar Shack or
No, it
Oswald.
was
Maybe
it
I
was
think
other.
that was
before
the
the Sugar
last name.
Shack.
It wasn't called that at first. It was. I
No,
know what you're talking about.
it was called damn, I
Oh
can't even
man,
think of it. Man, that's crazy. Mr. Robinson used to own it, but it was the game room.
yeah, the game room. Yep.
Right. So when I was in elementary, man, I would always go up there before school, and I would go buy Chico sticks. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? Jolly Rancher sticks. They was only like 10 cents. So what I'm saying, and I would buy like $10 worth of candy, and I would put them in my
Little plastic bag, sandwich
in the
bag.
yeah in the plastic bag, but I would put it in my desk. You know what I'm saying? And during school, all the kids would ask me, you know what I'm saying, because they knew I would have the candy and everything. So I would sell them the Chico sticks, the Jolly Rancher sticks, and everything for 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? And I paid only 10 cents. So at the end of the day, I would always have more money. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, 150% profit. You know what I'm saying? On top of what I done spent. So I go back the next day and buy the same thing. So basically, that right there started me, and then just going to like the gas stations and everything, and washing people's windows for 50 cents, $1 back when I was younger. And then when we was younger, you know how we used to always go if it rained. I mean, if it snowed or if it was when the leaves was out, we was always out going raking leaves or shoveling snow. So I was always trying to get a couple of dollars, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make some type of money. So I think that's where it all started from.
Say that's a birth for the hustler, huh?
Yes, sir. And
Definitely, man.
plus,
What made you want to get into clothing? What
man,
inspired that idea?
I've been wanting to do clothing ever since I was like honestly, ever since I was real little. I mean, ever since I was a little, I'm talking about before kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch my brothers, Zig, he used to always look fresh and everything. But then when I was younger, I used to always match my clothes up with my shoes and everything. And I always wanted to have my own clothing brand. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I always had like in ethnic race. This honestly, this isn't even my first. This was, I ain't gonna lie, it was just God given, bro. One day, you know what I'm saying, I was mad at my girl, and that just came about, you know what I'm saying, the name and everything else. But Shamari is my like the real, like that line that I always wanted ever since I was little. You know what I'm saying? That's my middle name. So
Okay,
I'm gonna do a brand off of that.
Yeah, I was about to say what was the meaning behind that, but go ahead.
What? Meaning by what?
No, you already said it now. I was about to say what's the meaning behind the Shamari, but you said it was your middle name.
Yeah, that's my middle name, Shamari. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know how you think of Gucci and Prada and all like the names, but when you think of Shamari, that's a dope name too. You know what I'm saying? When I think about it, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna
Rose
be like
smooth off
high
the tongue.
end.
So yeah, it runs smooth off the tongue.
Yeah. So
You know what I mean?
I'm still
I
gonna
tried
come
that.
with that too.
I tried that too. I tried to put some, you know what I mean? I wanted some more classy designer, so I was gonna try to use some with Aaron, but it just wasn't coming out right. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, how I'm gonna put, you know, because you seen the P Diddy clothing and
Shine, shine.
yeah,
The
Sean
Shine
John.
John.
Yeah, that's where I got the
Yeah.
idea. I was gonna be like AD Bridges clothing. I'm like, that
Hey,
shit don't
but you know
sound
what,
right.
bro? Everything, you gotta think about this. Everything that's a name brand, that's why it's a name brand. Everything it's somebody's name.
Mhm.
Every major label or everything is all it is somebody's name. You know what I'm saying? That's like Johnson and Johnson. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's. That ain't nothing but a Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It ain't nothing but somebody's name. And then once it catch on, that's what make it popular. It's just being catchy, because it can
Yeah.
be anything. You know what I'm
And
saying?
see, and that's what it was. I didn't hear it rolling off the tongue very smooth. You know what I mean? I was like, it ain't that catchy. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to come up. I think we came up with the shit. Me and Butch used to have a different clothing line. We had 913 outfit clothing, but
Who,
it was
Butch?
yeah. Me and Butchie started. We started out doing the clothing together. We used to buy nice clothing with no name brand on it. And then we'll go get our names or our whatever we call the clothing stitched into the clothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? My main thing I always wanted a jeans suit. You know what I mean? With the jacket and
Right.
the jeans. I always wanted one of them with our label on it, but I couldn't figure out the name. So that dream died fast.
Yeah, I'm still pushing, man. I got a lot of things in the works, man. I'm talking about when I remember my brother used to be like, man, dude, what you gonna do? You only gonna make t-shirts. I said, bro, you just don't know my vision. You know what I'm saying? I said it's way bigger than t-shirts, bro. I said I want to be like, you know how you go to like Polo, Nautica, anywhere like that, you can get everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the underwear, the jeans, everything, like at different departments of everything. You know what I'm saying? The denim department, the underwear department, everything. I'm about to do it. It's coming within this next year. I'm about to have my jeans and everything, bro. So
How did you with that being said, how did you come up with the name Ethic Race? You know what I mean?
I
Being that's
honestly, like I said, it was God given one day. Like I said, one day I was mad at my girl, bro, and I'm sitting over there and I'm over at my dude's house, and they playing dominoes and everything. So I just grabbed a notepad because I can draw. So I started etching out my logo. I mean, like just playing with my name. I mean the name, and it was like ethic. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on ethics. You know what I'm saying? With morals. You know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like if you can't stand for, if you know what I'm saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So, you know what I'm saying? And then race was just basically everybody in the world. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to pertain. It ain't just for one demographic of people. This is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be able to just like, you come out one season and then everybody be like, oh, that's only for black people. No, this ain't just for black people. This is for everybody. I want ethnic race to live on. Yeah, universal. I want this to live on for forever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no one hit wonder. Like I say, it falls to the side. You know what I'm saying? or whatever. And most people, that's like with FUBU. Everybody think FUBU that fell off. FUBU ain't fell off, man. You go over across seas, man. FUBU is big. I'm talking about huge, man. People be thinking
I
that.
didn't know.
Yeah, it's huge, bro. I'm talking about you go over to Japan and all like that and everything else. Man, FUBU is doing numbers, bro. And that's why they first year when they came out, they did $350 million. You know what I'm saying? And they still doing numbers now because he done sold it. Damon John, they sold it. But you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I told myself I'm never gonna sell my company. I'm gonna be just like Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren is the one that where he owns all rights to his stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just I'm just gonna make it to where you know how you got the navy blue label with Ralph Lauren polo, but then you still got the purple label. The purple label you might for a regular polo you might spend $80. The purple label you're gonna spend $800 for a polo shirt.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Same material as the
same
$80.
material. It's just the label that they put on. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about that, man. Did you see that thing when they said Payless had put up a fake store? They called it Palessi's. They put the same Payless shoes in the store, but Palessi's was supposed to be a high end market brand. You feel me?
Right.
They put the same shoes in the store that they put in Payless and was selling them for like 1,800% more than what they were in Payless. So you get a $65 shoe.
That's true. I seen it too.
Yeah, for real.
I ain't see that. I'm gonna have to look that up, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
they
crazy how everything. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were shocked when they at the end when they told them that this is actually a Payless shoe. They mouth dropped.
Yeah.
And hey, look, go ahead.
No, like you said, it's crazy. People will do anything just because of one person to say something. You know what I'm saying? They gonna run with it. But then as soon as that's just like a who was that did that? It was a I think it was a hamburger or something like that. And they was talking about he was talking about, you know, they was selling them. They was like, you don't even know the difference. They went and bought a McDonald's hamburger and then put it right there, made it look like it was a gourmet burger. And then they was talking about, oh, this is so good or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you just bought a McDonald's burger and you ever thinking it's a gourmet burger, but it's the same. It ain't nothing. It's just basically what people say. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say it's crazy how a name, you know what I mean? People follow trends. So if somebody over there like, man, you ever go to Palessi's? You know what I mean? And they be like, oh, it's a high designer brand store. They only following the name. You know what I mean? Right. They only follow what people see. You know what I mean? So in the market game, it was stupendous. It had to be stupendous because those shoes looked crazy. But you know, they make Balenciagas and all them shoes with them big old soles and hospital feet boots, just like Kanye, for real, with the bum clothing.
Man, he know exactly what he doing. He know exactly what he doing.
Did you see he tried to sell that in trash bags? That was his marketing scheme. He put all his clothes in trash, like big old trash bags, and they told him it's degrading to the homeless people. He's like, I ain't paying attention to them. He said something like that. You know, Kanye went crazy, man. It was crazy, man. What I was about to say. Being from when you first started, when did you go into business?
2010. I've been in business for 12 years. Matter of fact, this November will be 12 years.
How has your priorities changed from when you started till now?
Man, a lot. You know what I'm saying? At first, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be, you know what I'm saying? You know how you start something and you so excited about it, but then time goes on and if things start to fall to the side. So I started looking at it as a hobby at first. And then I was like, nah, this is my baby because this is what I always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I started taking it more serious. You know what I'm saying? Because it was really me and my business partner. Like when I had thought of, like I said, this was my name, this is my baby, but I had asked my dude. He went to school for business and everything else. So I'm like, bro, I said, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a partner with my clothing company or whatever? And he does basically all like the analytics and, you know what I'm saying, on the business side of it for me. But he didn't really want to like he didn't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm investing all my money in this and everything else. Like I done put, man, I can't tell you how much I
He
done
didn't
put.
see the fruit.
I done put a lot of money in this. So I told him, I said, man, bro, I said, listen, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, because I this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He would put a little bit of money here and there, but it wasn't nothing like compared to what I was doing. So I'm like, man, that's when I just went ahead and I took everything serious because honestly I was supposed to open up my flagship store like 3 years ago. I kept telling everybody I'm gonna go ahead and open up my store and everything, but you know, God has his own plans. You know what I'm saying? So everything happened when it's supposed to happen. But like I say for the last, I would say 6 years, I've been just so focused on getting everything together, like, you know what I'm saying, going through, making sure that my material right, my belt, the leather, everything, like trial and error, man. You know what I'm saying?
How important? I know I'm taking you. I know you probably got some questions too, but how important is it to? You know, a lot of people go get designs. Everybody really starts out with the t-shirt game and everything, but once you get into the designing game, how important is it to be able to pick your fabrics, your leathers, you know what I mean, your your materials to advance your product.
Me, I don't never want, like, cause you know, some of these big companies, they don't care what they put out. Cause once their name is out there, like, and I ain't trying to bash nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can go to like with Adidas or Nike sometime, you know what I'm saying? You can get a certain shirt or whatever, and it'd be terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's because they don't care no more. They just going ahead and just slapping they logo on it. Me personally, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to wear my stuff over and over. You can go throw that joint 5-6 years from now, it's still the same. You know what I'm saying? And you can still go ahead and wear it. Like I take pride in everything I do because I want you to be able to wear what I'm gonna wear. What I'm putting on my back is the same thing I want you to put on your back. You know what I'm saying? The quality is everything. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can have quantity. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from back in the days when, you know what I'm saying, when we was hustling. You know what I'm saying? You can go get a whole bunch of something, a quantity of something and be some trash. You know what I'm saying? But the quality is it's gonna sell itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where do you think that? Where do you believe you? How do I want to put it? Inherited your hustling spirit, your spirit of business, your spirit of entrepreneurship. Where do you think you inherited that from?
Honestly, bro, I really do believe it started from when I was in kindergarten, when I was little. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, down on Douglas. You know what I'm saying? That's where I started on, you know, that's by the Akron Zoo. So, you know, that's right there. That's by the projects and all like that, Edgewood and everything like that. So, and then I went to Fairline. See, when people think about, you know what I'm saying, you going to, like, you live in, like, by the projects and all like that you going to like a slum school. I went to Fairline. That was a school that was where all the rich kids went. So, you know what I'm saying? By me going to there and me being poor, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we had stuff. My grandma and them made sure that we ate good and everything else, but still, I slept with roaches and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I used to go to school, I would see like the kids and see how they like when they would pull up, they pulling up in nice cars. You know what I'm saying? And then one thing was what caught my mind when I was little was on the last day of school, all the kids would come to school and they would all be in limousines. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be looking like, man. And I had a couple of my friends that when I was young, like I went to their birthday parties and I would go to their houses and I'm looking at these houses like, man, these some nice big houses. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at like, and to this day, I'm still the same way. I don't like clutter on my walls and stuff. You know how when you go to our parents' houses and all like that, they got pictures on all the walls and everything else. And when you go to a rich person's house, you don't see that. You see like a nice painting on the wall, you know what I'm saying, art pieces or whatever like that, and it's not, you know what I'm saying, and you might see a family photo here and there. As Black people, you know what I'm saying, we got our whole families all up on the walls and everything else. So, man, you know, it made me feel like, man, this is, I want to, you know what I'm saying, I gotta have nice things, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how I want to live. It made me want nice things and to strive better. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen it, I'm like, man, I can have this too. I know I can have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have it one day. I'm gonna live like this. This is what I want. This is how I want to do. I mean, this is how I want to be. So, I mean, just by me seeing as a youngster, you know what I'm saying, being able to see from living like this to wanting to be like this, and then you seeing on television and everything, you like, man, I gotta have that one day. You know what I'm saying? It's motivation. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Definitely. Knowing what you know about the business now, what are some of the things you probably would have did differently?
Bro, honestly, I wouldn't do nothing different. I wouldn't be, like I said, I mean, I wouldn't do nothing different. Everything that happened, it happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I learned in life. You know, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't go through the trials and tribulations, the struggles that I went through, or the people that God put in my life. You know what I'm saying? The little stumping stone. I mean, the steps and the little fumbles that I went through or whatever. I appreciate everything now. You know what I'm saying? I get where people be like, man, I wouldn't change nothing, bro. Because I mean, where I'm at right now is where I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I can say, like, when I played football and all like that, people be like, man, you was good in football, you did this. I'm like, yeah, that was cool and everything, but you know what I'm saying? God had other plans for me. And like when they say that if you want to make God laugh, you tell God what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? God already know what he wants you to do. So that's how I look at life. You know what I'm saying? God don't make no mistakes. And everything that happens in your life is not by coincidence. It's by design.
What's
Oh, go ahead, cool.
okay. I was gonna say, what's one situation that you said to yourself, "I'm done with this shit. It's over with. I'm done."
Man, me selling dope when I was little. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying as far as the clothing.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, what's what I
I'm
mean?
in agreement with you.
Hey, you said as far as what made you say what? That
I mean,
I'm done with what?
in every entrepreneur's life, like you said, there's ups and downs. There's fumbles. There's situations where we second guess. Is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? What's one of those situations for you?
I can't even like to where like, because I can't say I fumbled anything from this point from when I started. You know what I'm saying? It's been times to where I've been wanting to give up. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm getting at. Give me one of them.
I mean, you know, it's like sometimes where you like. That's just like honestly with one of my with one of my the guys that his dad, you know what I'm saying, what really made me really focus on, because like I said, I always wanted to have my own clothing line. But my one dude, Jaren, you know what I'm saying, his dad owns Gojo's. And I had asked them, they had a label Blessed, it was called Blessed Label. You know what I'm saying? They own, you know, the one spot down in Miami now, it's called Unknown with LeBron. LeBron's in them store down in Miami. Well, that's his store. I mean, they store down there. So me and him used to be talking and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'd be going over his house and we chilling. But he had his hats and everything. And when I was starting my stuff, I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, where did you get your hats? Can you lead me in the right direction? You know what I'm saying? They was getting their hats made by New Era. You know what I'm saying? So I contacted New Era and all like them, and I'm trying to get my hats made by them. And it made me, you know what I'm saying? Because like he wouldn't tell me. And that's what, like, it frustrated the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, man, why can't you just, you know what I'm saying, put me in the right direction, bro? You know what I'm saying? He
Competition.
like, so it made me want to go, you know what I'm saying, more hard. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. So I ended up contacting the New Era. You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk to them and get there. They like, well, we not accepting no new clients or whatever. I'm like, man, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I got frustrated. So I started dealing with this one company out in California, and they was making my hats, but the quality was not good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't like this. I don't like this quality. So, and then I always wanted my stuff to have my, like, if you can see, everything in my hat is like, you know how it's got New Era all throughout the hat? This is all ethnic race. You know what I'm saying? My hat made from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? I found a company that's gonna make my hat from everything. Everything is cut and sewed. That's like with most of all my clothing.
Yeah,
my
we take donations.
Huh?
I said we take donations. I kind of like that hat right there.
Right.
I'll just play.
But yeah, man, it was like, man, you know, that motivated me. I'm like, man, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing. So like, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna learn myself. I'm gonna get out here and, you know what I'm saying, try to figure it out myself. So I ain't gonna lie, I got frustrated, and I took a 2-year. I ain't gonna lie, I took a 2-year hiatus. I said, you know what? I'm done. I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just let this shit go. I said, I'm all right. But then I was watching Damon John one day on watching one of his specials or whatever, and he was like, when he was doing FUBU, he gave up FUBU. You know what I'm saying? When he started, he stopped for 3 years. It's like he didn't what's name. He said, man, I ain't doing it no more. And he said it took that one time to where, you know what I'm saying, all it takes is that one breakthrough. And he said he just started back. You know what I'm saying? That one year he started back. And he had brought his couple of his dudes on. He said they took off. So I said, you know what? I said, man, listen, I ain't about to give up. I said, I done went this far, you know what I'm saying, with doing my little whatever I started. I said, I'm gonna keep going. And from that point on, man, I focused in, you know what I'm saying? I went tunnel vision on it. You know what I'm saying? I went from like, it's like my belts. It took me 4 years to come up with the right material and everything, because I was so focused on like with trying to figure out what Gucci, what material or what metals that they was using for their buckles. You know what I'm saying? The leather, you know what I'm saying? The print, everything. So, you know, with your color codings and all like that, man, I'm talking about down to the stitching, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really into this. Like when people be talking about, they come up to me and they be like, man, well, can you show me this or that? I get it, and I'll be like, man, listen, I can't just tell you everything, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a recipe to this. You know what I'm saying? If I had to go through it, you're going to have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if you want to learn, huh?
I was going to say, I can give you a sub, but you can't get the pepper.
You can't get the pepper, right. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you it all. You know what I'm saying? Because look, it took me.
So did that moment take you back to when that guy didn't give you the sauce?
Hey, bro, and I was just about to say that. Yeah, it did. Because that's what made me think about it. I'm like, well, maybe he was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't about to give up, you know what I'm saying, his sauce, you know what I'm saying, his recipe. So I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'll help you. I'll help you get started. And I tell you, you know what I'm saying, that you should do this, you should do that. But I can't just give it to you because it wasn't given to me. And I had to go do my research, you know what I'm saying? And I had to take, and then honestly, you appreciate it more when you put your, you know what I'm saying, when you really put the time and effort into it. That's just like a person that goes to school, college or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can go and somebody can tell them something, but for you to experience it and go through it, man, you respect it more. So yeah, I mean that's what it was for me.
That's what I wanted right there. That's what I was looking for. Exactly.
My bad. Yeah, my bad, bro.
That's dope, man. If there's anything that you could tell a person that's trying to come up in the game, or, you know what I mean, similar, follow into your footsteps, you know what I mean, or what advice would you give them?
Man, if you want to pursue something and you're really serious about it, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Keep going through it, because you're going to have your trials and your tribulations. You're going you're gonna have the negative, and you're gonna get 100 no's before you get one yes. You know what I'm saying? I get it now. When people used to say that to me, you're gonna get 100 no's before you get one yes. And I'm like, all right, I see it. But on that 100, that one yes, you gotta still keep pushing, get them thousand, another 100 no's again. You know what I'm saying? So you just keep pushing. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something or your vision, because your vision ain't everybody's vision. Everybody don't see what you seeing, or you know what I'm saying, or what you trying to get, where you trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? That's just like what you was talking about with your radio. With the radio or with your podcast and everything. You know what I'm saying? One thing that you went to school for for doing radio, right? And then DJ. And now what you got your podcast, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind having a podcast too, but I ain't got the patience for it. Y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
And plus y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all done went through, like I say, y'all got the sauce for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Last question of the night, man. Who are some of your influences?
You talking about what? Just period?
Influence as far as what you do in your business, or influence peers, music, anything. Who are some of your influences growing up?
My mom was my main influence, you know what I'm saying? Just because, everybody gonna say that, you know what I'm saying, their parents or whatever. But that's the love of my life, man. That's what keep me going every day. Is my mom. Another person that I was influenced by was Amp. I know y'all remember. You remember Amp Thomas?
Amp Thomas.
I remember the name.
Amp Thomas from back in the days.
There's so many famous amps in Akron.
But Amp was he used to have Hustle World. Remember Hustle World clothing back in the days? It was
probably Lalo era.
Yeah, he's from the West Side, town.
Yeah.
But he
Depends if I was in
had
state or
his
no.
little t-shirts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then the one dude that was he used to have a store right there on the corner of Mercer and what's the name? It was a clothing store. And I'm trying to think. Right there on Exchange was Exchange and Mercer. I forgot the name of the clothing what he used to have. But
Place or something.
It was right there by, well, not Monty's place, but
Lauren. No, that's a Mercer. Yeah.
Yeah, Mercer and West. Mercer and Diagonal, I think.
Yeah, Mercer and Diagonal. You talking about right by the corner?
Yeah, right there by the corner.
Where Amsterdam tax place was.
Right. It was right there. But the one dude had his clothing right there, and I used to always, and he had fell off. You know what I'm saying? But I used to always admire, you know what I'm saying, his ambition and stuff. And then, with all the hustlers out here back in the days, man, we always looked up to them. So, that was my main thing, you know what I'm saying? Just looking up to them and then just seeing other black people. But Bob Johnson was the main one. You know what I'm saying? I always told myself I wanted to be the first black billionaire. But Bob Johnson was the first black billionaire. So I was pissed at him when he became it, but I was happy for him at the same time.
Who gave you that startup money and the idea to even get your hustle on with the candy at school?
Me saving money. My mom, you know what I'm saying? My mom would give me like little money, like on Fridays after she would get paid. My mom always gave me $20. You know what I'm saying? To go up to the mall or whatever, like on a Saturday. And instead of me, I would always go to the mall. I would buy, you know what I'm saying? I would go to the game room. I would only spend $10. I swear. I would spend $5 in the game room. And I made sure that I had money to get back on the bus, or we would walk. My dude, me and my dude, G Cozy, Gary Cozy. Me and Gary.
That was my guy.
Yeah, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and Gary, I would walk up to Gary's house, or Gary would come down to my house, and me and Gary would walk up to the mall. You know what I'm saying?
I just wonder where it just snapped into the kid's head to just, okay, if I take these 10-cent candies and I sell them for 25 cents to these rich kids out here in Fairline, I'm gonna be all right.
Oh no, see, I was going to Airy Island then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to area. I went to Fairline for 3 years. Then I went up. Then I went up to Area Island.
I'm thinking somebody sold you some candy one time, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't honestly, bro. I get what you're saying, but I don't know what. Look at this. I swear, I always thought. I guess it just came natural. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? If I can sell, if I can have this for 10 cents, if I can get these for 10 cents, and then I don't know what made me charge 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? I just did it. And I was thinking once I did it, you know how when they say a dog tastes blood.
Yeah,
I tasted that little blood.
Probably just threw a number out there like 25 cents. Somebody bought it.
Right, and they bid
Oh,
on it.
I can get 25 cents. It's only
Right. And kids they want to be sneaky anyway. You know what I'm saying? They taking their lunch money, and man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to draw pictures for money back. It wasn't like draw people's names and everything. They would give me a 25 cent, 50 cent to just draw their name, or they give me their lunch. They'd be like, "Let me here. You can have my little peanut butter bar."
Man.
Yeah, it was the instinct in me. I guess I just had it.
Yeah, that's
for real. Well, Mr. Bailey, we appreciate you for coming on our platform today, man. Giving them some insight on the clothing business, as well as, uplifting the people in the community that's trying to inspire themselves to become entrepreneurs or do something within the community as far as a business. You know what I mean? Hopefully anybody that want to start clothing is paying attention and gaining some insight or some knowledge from you. What you're doing in the community, because what you're doing is a positive thing. You know what I mean? I really believe that the kids nowadays definitely need us as role models.
Yes, we do, man.
You know I mean, they need us as role models because right now, TV and radio is their role models.
Right.
You know
and honestly, I was gonna say, man, honestly, we as the older generation, we need to show these kids something, because in my eyes, we dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? We have dropped the ball, because we need to really be, because like we say, we letting the TV and the radio raise these kids. Well, really, remember when we was growing up, we had our OGs. They was telling us not to do this, not to do that. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, these young cats, they don't know nothing. They just want to just go out here and just play video games, and then the little street cats, they just want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no rules. There's no parameters or nothing. It's just, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I thank y'all for having me, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
To anybody that wants to know anything about the clothing, or, you know what I'm saying, y'all can please come on and stop down at 971 Kenmore Boulevard. Y'all can come talk to me. Stop in. You ain't got to buy nothing. You can just come in and get knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Get some free knowledge, and I'll learn from you too. You know what I'm saying? Because I love free knowledge.
Definitely. Let them know where they can find you at. Give me your social media hooks.
I'm at ethicrace.com, on Ethic Race on Instagram, Ethic Race on Facebook, Ethic Race on Twitter. My website is ethicrace.com. My email is Terrence@ethicrace.com. Like I say, the store address is 971 Kenmore Boulevard, Akron, Ohio, 44314.
That's dope. I'm DJ Laylo, DJ LAYLO 330. Google me on all social media platforms. Find Speaker Leakers Worldwide on all social media platforms as well.
TREK, you will get to know me as well. Speaker Leakers Worldwide tomorrow morning. It's the Good Morning Mix, 10 to 11 a.m. via Nerve DJs Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. You did?
Yes, that's another Completion of Spotlight Wednesdays. Make sure you find us next Wednesday, 6 o'clock p.m. You never know who we have as a guest. As my man said, catch us tomorrow morning on the Good Morning Mix from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We out of here.